As you may be able to tell from the lack of people currently on those escalators behind me, the health conference, the first ever health conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, is currently winding down. For the past few days, those things have been packed shoulder to shoulder with more than 3,500 attendees. My name is Ryan Black. I'm an editor for Healthcare Analytics News, and I had the good fortune to cover this event for the last few days. And I always get a little sad when a conference winds down and the booths start to get broken down and the suitcases come out, but I'll try to keep my composure. So a key selling point for this conference was the number of announcements that would be made here. There were dozens and dozens of pieces of news coming out of various companies, whether they were small partnerships, new product launches, new functionalities for existing products, all the way up to, say, former CMS administrator Andy Slavitt's new venture capital firm Town Hall. All those announcements were kind of a story within a story, though, because a lot of the buzz at the meeting was about the meeting itself. It's backed by more than $5 million of venture capital, came from some of the people behind some of the big fintech conferences like Money 2020. And the goal was to be a curated, focused, and disruptive meeting. And that last word, disruptive, was pretty much tattooed on a lot of the materials and signage throughout the ARIA Convention Center. Really, a lot of people commented on just how specific the sessions were. A lot of focus more on use cases than on just mere concepts. For instance, there was one blockchain session that really struck me. Every health tech conference these days has a blockchain session, or two or three, but they're often explanatory, pretty surface level. In this one, the trio of experts introduced some really compelling, actionable applications for the technology, and they even kind of gave their guesses as to how long it would take before healthcare starts to adopt those uses. And those guesses ranged from 1 year to 15. But there was just so much content and so much to cover here. You can't really soak it all in. Still processing a lot of it, but we did get a ton of great perspectives from some pretty interesting people, whether it was Walter Jin of Pager or Robin Smith of Origin, who won the award for Best Business Card, I think, with that translucent gem. Also Nate Gross of Doximity, and also spoke to Constance Sjoquist, who was the content curator for the event. Really got her perspective on what led them to start this conference and select the speakers that they did, and also what the outlook is for the future of it. They are going to have a second one, and that will be next year at the MGM, also in Vegas. So as Constance said, about 361 days more work before that happens. But that's all for me at the moment. We're going to have a ton more stories coming out of this one, lots of great video interviews, so check us out on hcanews.com. Also on Twitter and Facebook, we have a great print publication, and a lot of this coverage is going to be in our next issue, which will come out in June. So give us a follow, give us a like, and we will see you next time.